Hello everybody, I am day 10 on plan now, so halfway through week 2. I'm doing fine. I am very happy. Some people are even noticing. My daughter and a client today both said, oh, I could definitely see it in you, that you're starting to lose weight, which is very nice. I'm sure that's not true yet, but it was very nice to have people say that. I thought today I would do just a very short video to just give you a few top tips on what my days look like. So I have, I don't start having my first product until today. I had it at about 2 o'clock. I keep very busy. I keep my days very structured. What I do is I look at each day ahead the night before, and I really keep my days very structured. So when there's a gap in the day, I think, okay, what am I going to do in that gap? And so I will either have my Kindle at the ready for, and if I don't have a book on the go, I mean, I always have a book on the go because I'm an avid reader, but if I don't, then I will make sure I'll have one ready. And if I'm not enjoying a book, then I mean, this is very unlike me, because I then make sure I get a book that I do enjoy. But if I'm not enjoying a book, I'll make sure I've stopped reading it and I'll get into a book that I'm really enjoying. I love knitting and crocheting, so I will have that to hand, and if I'm out and about, I'll have it in my handbag. So I will look at the day ahead the night before, and I will plan. I'll literally look at my calendar and I'll think, right, I've got a bit of a gap there. I'll make sure I've got my knitting or my reading at the ready. Or I might think, right, I need to sort my chickens out, so that's when I'll go out and sort my chickens out. Or I need to sow some seeds because I love gardening as well, so I'll make sure that in that half hour I'll go up to the potting shed and sow some seeds. So I'll make sure I'm not keeping myself so busy that I exhaust myself, but I will plan the day so I'm doing something all the time, even though those things can be restful too. So that's what I do for my days, and I make sure that I don't have my first product. Before I got ill and before I needed to have regular medicine that I needed to eat with, I loved fasting as part of my maintenance, and for 7 years I managed to maintain my weight with fasting, and that was a really important way that I maintained my 7.5 stone weight loss. And now that I'm off one of my nasty painkillers that I needed to eat with, I am absolutely loving being back to fasting again. I can't tell you how much I love it. So I don't have my first product until 2 o'clock, and so that's when I have my bar, and then I have my second product about 6 o'clock, depending on, at the moment I'm seeing, today was a day with clients, so I factored in when I was having my clients, so I actually had it about 5, and then just before 5, actually it was about 4:45 when I had a break, and then which is when I had a chocolate shake, and then now it's 10 to 9. So it's quite late. I have my choc mint shake, which is one of my favourite shakes. And what I do is, I've saved it to show you, I half fill it with, I can't think what the ice is that you call it. It's not the chunky ice, it's the crushed ice. Now my husband hates crushed ice, and normally we don't have crushed ice. I sacrifice crushed ice because I can do without it, but when I'm on plan, I loved crushed ice. So I half fill my glass with crushed ice, and he doesn't like it taking up space in the freezer, but I really put my foot down and I insisted. So I've cleared out we've got 2 sort of like small mini drawers, and I absolutely insisted, because it's really important that I get this right for me. So I just insisted, and I said, no, this is really important for me, so I don't care that it's taking up space in the freezer. This is important to me, so you've just got to suck it up, mate. So I one of the small drawers in the freezer has my crushed ice in it now, and so I half fill this glass. It looks like it's all at the top now, doesn't it? But it's not. I assure you, it's halfway down, and it means that it lasts for ages. It takes me ages to drink it, because I've kind of got to navigate. I've got a moustache now, but I've got to kind of navigate the crushed ice, which sounds really weird, but it takes me ages to drink it. It can last me, I mean, I know you're meant to drink these within 15 minutes, aren't you? But it can take me about 45 minutes to drink this, and it just seems to last a long time. It takes a long time to go down. And I have my jelly, which I make up in the morning. I keep the froth on. I know some people skim it off, but it doesn't bother me. So I just make that up in the morning, and then I have that with my last product. And it's another, I have 350 mils with 2 level teaspoons of Mixer Mousse and a level teaspoon of, a rounded teaspoon actually, Mixer Mousse, and a level teaspoon of water flavouring. Pineapple is my favourite. And then my water, I have about 4 litres a day. These are about 900 mils, and I always go over 4 litres a day of water. And I have different herbs with chunks of, I don't always have these chunks of, but today I've just rung the changes with some. Sometimes I have lemon, sometimes I have orange, just plain water in there, but I love the water flavourings too. And that's just some top tips for you about my day.